Questions remain about the safety of food and snacks, not just at spaza shops, but also at street vendors who typically sell outside the premises of schools. The subject remains in the spotlight following the deaths of 6 children in Naledi, Soweto over 2 weeks ago. Also in recent weeks, several incidents of children falling sick after allegedly eating contaminated foods have been reported throughout the province. The Health Department is yet to outline the results from the autopsy reports from the 6 children who died in Soweto. Now, to get a sense of what the mood is like on the ground, let's take you to Newzroom Afrika's Katleho, Sekhotho, who is in Naledi. Katleho, very good morning to you. Now, is there still a sense of anxiety in the area after the incident of those 6 young children passing away?
Good morning, Katleho. Indeed, there is some anxiety in the area following the deaths of those children. And I'm actually standing right outside a spaza shop, which has been operating since the deaths. And I mean, with the level of anxiety in the area, it is surprising that this one has been operating. Just a short while ago, Katleho, the owner of the store, actually stepped out, and you can see that there's been efforts to quickly close the shop. But we know from community that several of the spaza shops which have been operating have remained closed. So this is one of the few that stayed open. So there is anxiety because obviously the question around what killed the 6 children of Naledi a few weeks ago, still to get those facts and figures about what caused the contamination of the food. Was it the contamination of the food that killed the children? And the autopsy report still pending. We're still to be informed by the Health Department. But I do want to bring in a community leader into the conversation here, Mam Bertha Zwane, to just give us some details. Sis Bertha, tell us, there's a lot of anxiety around here.
Yes.
Can you just describe what's going on in Soweto?
Now, it's just that people are now a bit worried because now the government is really making sure that these people operate. Already, 2 community leaders are getting threats so that if they do not stay away from this, they say they are instigating violence. And we are not instigating violence. We are simply saying, close the shops and let these people go and go open their shops wherever they came from. I mean, I don't think their profit makes 5 million, as the laws of the country states, that they should be making at least 5 million. And how do you make 5 million out of a spaza shop? So still, Mr. Naledi is saying they have to do the autopsy of those kids, and the results are not out as yet. But still the shops, still they are allowing the people to trade. So we are all scared of our lives because we are threatened. Stay away from the Pakistani shops. And we don't even know who gave those people our numbers as community leaders. So like this one we spoke to the landlord and we told the landlord that he must close. But after burying the kids, he's open. Except those that we made sure that they removed their products. Those ones, they remain closed. But these ones, like the others, they remain open. So most of the community leaders stayed behind because they are scared of their lives, because they are threatened. So, but we are threatened, but we are not afraid. We want all these shops closed. We'll make sure that we'll expose them. Whoever is behind, whoever is getting whatever from these shops, that person will be exposed. Yes.
Sis Bertha, just a short while ago, we saw people come and buy. So clearly, there's not as much anxiety from the people to buy from these stores, which perhaps are the cause, but that's still to be confirmed. But there's no fear in coming to buy here.
Other people, I don't know whether they call it ignorance or what. Only a few people come. But you don't know why are they still coming. But we agreed as a community that we are not going to support them up until we make sure that everybody is out and we make sure that all South Africans own their spaza shops. That is our intentions. We want South Africans to own spaza shops. We do not want Pakistanis to own shops. All South Africans must own the spaza shops. Yes.
So tell me, maybe perhaps it's an issue of logistics. If you live across the road and here's the spaza shop, what is the nearest shopping mall? What is the nearest alternative?
Okay, we have ShopRite down the road. we've got Boxer, we've got Pick and Pay, we've got a lot. But it's just that maybe it's people we've got even Pilgrim's Corner. It's just It's just that people, I don't know, why do people continue to buy? Maybe they're not scared to die. I don't know.
In terms of the autopsy report results that we're still going to hear from the health department, are you concerned about the length of time it's taken?
Very much so. I mean, let's take for instance, when it was COVID, COVID came to us like it was a crisis. And what happened is the president made decisive decisions. This has to be done. Shops had to be closed. Everything came to a standstill. But now here, 6 kids die. 6. And it's not only 6 here in Naledi, it's actually 10. And what happens? No, we still have to wait for the oncologist or the forensic pathologist and whatever before we can give out the report, of which is crazy. The government should have taken that decision same time. Bring all those experts in one room. Here are the kids. Speak to the labs. If we bring specimens there now, make sure that you test them and you make sure you retest and test and give people answers. Because what people want now is answers. We are even scared of letting our kids play outside because now we are scared that maybe, kids, they will just go to a spaza shop and go buy. So the government is dragging their feet really. But I promise you, if it was the deputy president or the president's child that consumed those snacks and died, the results were going to be out in a day or two. But because it's in Soweto, it's a location, they don't care. They drag their feet. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Just the last one, Sis Bertha, your message to the community as we deal with this ongoing challenge.
Please, community, I'm pleading. We are pleading as community leaders. Do not support these shops. There are so many shops that are still owned by South Africans. There's Pilgrims, there's Tata. There are so many. There's Mabel. There are so many that are still owned by South Africans. At least those products can be tested, can be traced from the supplier. So please support them and stop supporting this Pakistani shop because they do not care about your health. The last time there was an interview with the leader of the African Diaspora Forum. He said, no, these people, they know the bylaws, they know the laws, but some of them choose to ignore them. So what does that say about them to us? It says they do not care about us, but they want our money. Yes.
We'll leave it there for now, Sis Bertha. Katleho, as you can hear, very charged and emotional subject here. And just a short while ago, people coming here to buy items. So clearly, and unafraid to just come in and buy, and they continue to run their stores. I just want to see if we can speak to the gentleman here. Can I have a word with you? Are you continuing to sell here after the incident of the children who died just a few weeks ago?
Yeah. After 3 weeks and 5 days ago, I closed the shop.
Yeah.
So until now, I didn't sell. Now I started yesterday. I opened the shop. So my staff I don't have to rent for my money. I don't have money to rent also. I'm suffering also because of this thing is happened. That not to us. They happen to other persons. You guys, who is a criminal here around here, who is do this thing here, around people, but us doesn't do that. I'm come from far, people. But
just sorry about that. We don't want to use. We apologize for that profanity. But just tell me, the community saying that some community leaders are saying some stores must close. How do you respond to that?
I didn't hear no one. It didn't tell to me.
They didn't tell you?
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone. Last time I closed it 3 weeks and 5 days. I closed it. Yeah. Now I open it. Yeah, didn't tell anyone to me.
Okay, thank you so much. We apologize for the strong language used there by the gentleman. But as you can see, it's a very charged situation here, and the owner of the store here trying to speak to the community leader there, Sis Bertha. she's engaging him about the issue of this store. He's the landlord who runs or who owns this building, obviously giving permission to the foreign national who is selling here, and she's trying to reason with him as to why they've made a call that all the stores need to be closed. So that's the issue here, Katleho.
All right, of course, like you said, Katleho, an emotionally charged community. But Katleho, also the Minister of Health at a briefing that was held at the ANC, just also outlined in terms of the work that had been put in with regards to 140 officials that were sent in to do some investigation. And they also found that 49 of those spaza shops were foreign owned and 43 were locally owned. But what seems to be at the crux of this is that an illegal chemical substance is being used by all these spaza shops as a pesticide. And this could possibly be what has led to the deaths of these 6 young children. Of course, him saying that the NICD will bring in a comprehensive report, hopefully in the coming week, with regards to what exactly happened. Well, we wrap it off there as Katleho Sekhotho is bringing us that update from Naledi.